Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're kind of doing like a goulash video. I wanted to do like a little review on the Baby Booster prenatal protein formula shake mix stuff. I've been using it now for a couple of weeks and I just wanted to give you guys my review. And then I also wanted to update you guys on my IBCLC stuff and kind of what's going on with that, and then also my La Leche League stuff as well. So yeah, there's gonna be like a couple different things that I'm gonna talk about in this video. So first, I think I wanna talk about my IBCLC and La Leche League, and then I'm gonna do the baby booster review kind of like at the end. I can like timestamp that here if that's all you guys are interested in looking for. So for La Leche League, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook, if you're local, usually my Facebook, I kind of try and keep that to more of like my personal stuff. But my Instagram is like a public thing where I like to keep you guys informed. So if you don't know already, I am officially a La Leche League leader, which means that I can support mothers in breastfeeding and lactation support, and it's all free and kind of like in a volunteer basis type deal. Right now I am with Maine and New Hampshire. If you don't know what La Leche League is, it was created in like 1968, I think. A couple of moms, were meeting at the park and they were like, hey, why don't we like create our own organization to help support breastfeeding and mothers? It just kind of like grew from there, and now it is international. They help mothers breastfeed all over the world, which is super, super cool. So it's really neat to be a part of something that's global and that has to do with breastfeeding. What else does La Leche League do? So we host meetings either monthly, weekly. It kind of depends. With COVID, things have gotten a little different. Usually they were in-person meetings and it was monthly meetings, and you would go and meet with other mothers and there would be a leader there who would kind of help facilitate things and, keep things on track with breastfeeding and answer any questions. And they would also be available for like one-on-one type support, and it was all free, a supportive and safe environment for mothers looking to breastfeed or chest feed. And I say chest feed because there could be somebody who's transgender who kind of gives them uncomfortable feelings, so we do also use the word chest feeding. That also does refer to breastfeeding, and it's mainly there for the transgender community. It's just there as another term, so chest feeding is also considered breastfeeding. So if you are local to me and looking to come to meetings, definitely Facebook search us, and we meet a couple times a week, and there's probably even more meetings in your area if you're looking to have meetings. Because of COVID, most of the meetings now are virtual, so they actually could be a lot easier for new moms or moms just with a lot of children and they don't want to pack everybody in the car and go somewhere. So definitely check out the La Leche League International website to find your nearest La Leche League meeting. Can go even while you're pregnant. It doesn't, just have to be exclusively breastfeeding or chest feeding. You can be kind of like a combination of, bottle feeding and breastfeeding. I'm so thankful and excited to be part of La Leche League, and it is like a separate hat for me, so I do have to kind of keep things separate. It's not part of my IBCLC. It's a separate unit, if that makes sense. They are separate hats. So if you are looking to reach out to me in a La Leche League sense, definitely look for me on the La Leche League International website. And if you're local to me, I am going to be starting my own meetings at some point fairly soon. So it is a separate thing from IBCLC, but IBCLC was created from La Leche League. So a lot of IBCLCs encourage other IBCLCs or wannabe IBCLCs to become La Leche League leaders, because that's kind of what it was branched from. But the two need to be separate. If you remember from my last IBCLC videos talking about IBCLC, I was going through pathway 3, which is the mentorship. So pathway 1, if you were going through pathway 1 and you became a La Leche League leader, you could use your leadership hours as clinical hours to obtain your IBCLC. But you cannot mix the pathways. So because I'm doing pathway 3, I can't use any of my leadership time as clinical time for IBCLC. So I just want to make that clear to everybody that I am going to be wearing some different hats. So depending on whatever hat I need to wear, I will do my best to be aware of that. So that I'm giving everybody the best support that I can possibly do. But moving into the IBCLC stuff, I have just finished my 90 hours with lactation education. I will link a lot of this stuff down below that I'm talking about too, so in case you guys want to know a little bit more. And what that means is I did 90 hours of lactation education with this online school. All right, I had to like step away for a little bit, so if I'm not quite in the right area, I'm sorry. So I finished the 90 hours with lactation education, and now I just have to take the final test or exam that they have after you do the 90 hours to obtain your 90-hour certificate. So I'm planning to do that today. Fingers crossed that I pass. I think you can take it again, like if you don't, I think you have to get like an 80% to pass. So I think I'll do fine. Like I think I'll be able to do that, but I'm not really a big tester. Like I just get really nervous and like second guess myself all the time. So, you know, hopefully it goes well, but it's not like the IBCLC boards or anything. So, you know, I can chill out, but you know, it's still like really great news. Like after I take this test and pass, I'm done with all my lactation education. Obviously like renewing my license and stuff, I will have to do like some renewal, you know, education stuff. To obtain my IBCLC, I'm done with all of my education, which means I've done all of my college credit courses. I've done all my science courses. I think I actually may have to do like a basic life course, so I should probably check that out now that I just remembered. But I am all done with any lactation education that I need. The only thing I need to keep doing is my clinical hours. So I have almost 300 clinical hours right now. I need 500 clinical hours to sit for the test for the boards. It's been hard to get those hours because of COVID and just, you know, I can't really like go into hospitals like I could have, you know, in 2019 before COVID. But my 2 mentors are super awesome and helping me out a lot and getting me the hours that I need. So it's just kind of like a slow process, and I'm really not trying to rush into anything either because I want to get a lot of hands-on experience too. So I've gotten a little of the hands-on experience, but a lot of my experience has been through Zoom or virtual with my mentor directly supervising me. So I'm hoping that this summer I can get into some of the local hospitals and do some clinical hours there. I'm really proud and I'm really happy that I stuck with getting my IBCLC and I'm like still here, because sometimes for me it's hard for me to stick with things if I don't get that initial like gratification. Let's get into the review, you guys. Okay, so, ow, that like almost went into my mouth. So let's review the Baby Booster Prenatal Protein Formula. I'm gonna like sit over here for a little bit. So this is what the bag looks like. I wanted to kind of like show you guys generally, ouch, how big it is, because, okay, so this is like, you know, an 8.5 by 11, I don't know what I'm saying. And so it's like pretty good size. I was very surprised at how big it was. I mean, it says it's 16 ounces. So there's the size, but like, you know, sometimes you're just not sure like how big is it? So it was bigger than what I thought it was gonna be for the price. This was $35 plus shipping, so it wasn't really my favorite price point. I feel like I would have loved it a lot more if they allowed you to have free shipping. That was probably one thing that I was like, the price point is kind of a lot, but you do get a lot, and I do feel like this would last you, like if you had it once a day, it'd probably last you a month or more. If you had it multiple times a day, like you could probably only get like maybe a month. So it really kind of depends. They say you can have it once a day, or they say you can have it like 2 to 3 times a day before, during, or after pregnancy. So, you know, it's pretty versatile, which I like. So you don't have to be pregnant to have this. You can have it before or after or during. I got the vanilla flavor. They do come with 2 flavors. They have a mocha chocolate, it's like vanilla one. I feel like not a lot of people got the vanilla one. Just in the reviews, everybody kind of was talking about the mocha. But I try to stay away from weird chocolates that I've never had because they sometimes trigger migraines. So I tried the vanilla. I tried it by itself, like with nothing in it except, you know, ice and like ground up, and then maybe, did I have water in it? No, I think I added milk. So I just like essentially tried it on its own, and it is very sweet, but it doesn't have any added sugars. The total sugar is 4 grams, which is like, wow, how the hell do they even do that? So it does taste sweet, but it doesn't actually have a lot of sugar. And then it was fine. Like I definitely wouldn't eat it every, you know, at every meal or something. It was much better when I had it with my smoothies, but I'm not saying on its own it tasted horrible. I was just kind of like, wow, this is really sweet. So if you love really sweet stuff, like you'll love this. That's my chicken. Anyway, so let's get in. I'll like zoom in on the ingredients, and I'll also link this below. This video isn't sponsored. They didn't send this to me. I did buy this with my own money. But anyways, let's get to the ingredients. So it is soy-free, gluten-free, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, no sucrose, no aspartame, which when I saw that, I was like, yes, because aspartame gives me such a headache. No artificial colors and no preservatives. And it has DHA in it. It's got like, let's see, vitamin D, calcium, iron. Well, actually, it doesn't actually have iron, but it says it has iron in the ingredients, which is interesting. Potassium, vitamin B6, folate. The ingredients are all stuff that I can pronounce and pretty much know what they are, which I really like. I don't feel like, you know, sometimes you look at ingredients and you're like, this is like 12 pages long. So it says to add 1 scoop of baby booster to 8 to 16 ounces of your choice of milk beverage, or mix vigorously, mix vigorously and add to a blender with your favorite smoothies. For maximum benefit, use 2 to 3 times a day and store in a cool, dry place. It also has a little thing on here that says may soothe morning sickness, nausea. I don't know, like I didn't try it when I was nauseous because I didn't know about it. But I do feel like it would help with that because it keeps you fuller longer, which is usually why you have morning sickness, is because you have an empty stomach, so that can sometimes trigger the sickness. So this definitely could help with that. As for like the taste, and if you have like an aversion with your morning sickness, you know, I'm not sure. You'd probably have to mix it with a smoothie and it would be a little easier for you to kind of get down, just because it is sweet tasting, but it also is the vanilla one, and usually vanilla type drinks like are pretty sweet. But I really did like it. Like it definitely helps. Like I feel fuller longer, and then I also have a little bit more energy because it's got a lot of good vitamins in it and minerals. The only thing is just the price point was kind of high for me. But you know, the bag, like I thought the packaging was really nice and cute, and then it does actually come Let me see if I can take this out without it making a big mess. But it does actually come with a pretty decent sized scooper. So you do get like a pretty big scoop of the product in there, which is nice. My kids have had it. My husband has even had it, and he was like, what is in here? This is good. So I really like it. I would recommend it to any person who's deciding to either become pregnant, is pregnant, or after pregnancy. I'm interested to see like how it'll kind of do after pregnancy as well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try the chocolate one. I kind of want to, but I'm just kind of worried that the chocolate might trigger a migraine, and I just want to stay away from that. I was pleasantly surprised. Like, honestly, I saw this on Instagram and I was like, I don't know, like, you know, maybe this is probably just like a hoax. Like, I am not a shake person. I don't really eat smoothies and shakes a lot or drink them. But I liked this. It was easier for me to remember to take, where vitamins are harder for me to remember because number one, I have trouble swallowing vitamins or just pills in general. So when I saw that, you know, you could get all of your like pregnancy nutrients from like a shake, I was like, oh, you know, this might be something that I might like, and it really surprised me. And I have it like once a day. Again, this video isn't sponsored by them. They didn't send this to me. I did buy this, and like I said, that was kind of the only thing, was just the price point for me. But I will link it down below. They were having a sale when I bought it, so I think it was like originally like $40, but I got it for like $35, so I'm not sure if that sale is like still going on, but definitely check it out. But I'm pleasantly surprised. I really like this company, and I really want to, you know, keep using Baby Booster. So yeah, that's kind of it for today's video, you guys. I did want to show you, so let me just, I can't really bend. Okay. So, in my last baby haul, did I show this to you guys? I don't remember. But I showed you that I bought this orange Tula off of the Facebook yard sale. It's like brand new looking, like, and it's kind of like the summery one, like it's got like that mesh thing. And I was mentioning in a couple of my other videos how I was like, I love it, but I kind of wish it wasn't orange. Like, my Ergo is orange. For some reason I have like 2 orange carriers, and I was like, this is annoying. And I know I shouldn't be annoyed by that because I should be thankful for what I have, but I am also a boy mom, and I kind of wanted something girly. So I was looking on Facebook, and I actually found this other Tula, and I'm obsessed. It's like an older version, or like an older print. So pretty. Is also more like, it has more of the thicker fabric. It doesn't have the mesh. I only got it for 35 bucks. Like, these are originally like, I don't know, over $100. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys this print because it's so pretty. And also, I just noticed something. Hold on one second. If you guys don't know what this is, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you may not know, but I ordered a pump from like China like a couple weeks ago, and it's in. So we are gonna have an unboxing of this puppy pretty soon, and I literally can't wait. So look out for that, you guys. I can't wait to share all this stuff with you, and thank you so much for all of your support, and I'll have all of my stuff I mentioned down below linked. Hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you in my next video.